I did not come to steal from you.
Oh, Smaug, the unaccessibly wealthy.
I merely wanted to gaze upon your magnificence, to see if you really were as great as the old tales say.
I did not believe them.
Do you now?
Hello, my name is Christian Moreno. I'm a miniature figure painter and a Wargames terrain designer. I have here a fully painted and fully assembled Smaug the Terrible from the Lord of the Rings The Hobbit miniature set from Games Workshop. So as you can see, I have the red and black themed Smaug, and he is fully assembled and fully painted with the gold he rests upon and the awesomeness that he is. Smaug is actually 42 pieces that I constructed together, had to painstakingly put together, glue, and mold, sculpt together to actually achieve the finite details that he has. So basically what I went for, there are many different types of themes you can go for. So he as an example, some other people online might paint him gold or have his wings have certain effects to them. I chose to keep him to the true red and black nature that he has shown in the film, so have a more realistic approach to the Smaug model. And total time it took about a week and a half to fully paint and construct him from scratch. Now he was actually quite difficult. You might hear along the line in the forum posts or whoever you might see to actually design him that the spikes, his spines that travel across the entire ridge are quite difficult to actually put together and to paint without disrupting. And yes, he was quite terrible to put together, to say the least. He is as formidable to paint as he is on screen. And I have this fully constructed model. He will be available to buy on Games Workshop. He will be on display at the Silver Spring Games Workshop in Virginia. And I offer my services to actually paint and assemble them for you if you actually have any inclination to have your own Smaug model to play with. Now, I must say to you that this is actually quite an endeavor to actually approach. It's hard to appreciate his scale, but he is incredibly big. He's really quite enormous. I don't know if you can truly appreciate it on camera, but this is my hand, and to actually pick him up requires you to actually grab him by the base of his tail and his neck to actually be able to move him around. Playing on him on the field is going to be quite a challenge, but to actually have him as a model, it's actually quite cool, quite fun to have. But I just wanted to be able to show you that aside from Games Workshop's own heavy metal team, he is actually quite capable of being painted and done. And if you would like to have your own very own Smaug model, that I am willing to offer my services to do that for you. But let me get a closer look at his face. Here he is. It is fine detail. Along the spine of his neck. And his wings. Now there's actually quite a large amount of detail that is put into these models. The heavy metal team did quite a good job with the Forge World model here, so you'll definitely get your money's worth if you ever decide to purchase him yourself. In here in his gold under his feet, You can see the massive treasures he's accumulated from the Dwarven City. I've chosen actually not to include Bilbo in this because when he's played in the game, I didn't want the Bilbo model to become a distraction or an oddity if he was to play like Arnor or against Moria or the elves, you know, and suddenly there's a Bilbo model positioned strangely in there. But there he is, Smaug. Quite a fun piece of paint, quite difficult, but when you're up against a challenge as this, you really have no choice but to paint it in full veracity. But thank you, this is my presentation of my fully assembled and fully painted Smaug miniature from the Games Workshop line. And if you have any questions or want further details, you can always contact me at cmoreno, moreno91@gmail.com, or you can contact the DC Hobbit League at gmail.com, or visit their website at dchobbitleague.com and approach the curator there and ask for Christian Moreno for further details. Also, the DC Hobbit League has a very large amount of information concerning the SPG battle game and the various tournaments and battles that they host themselves, along with many other sites like the Great British Hobbit League. So that's also a great place to learn information and to actually find others in your area to have battles with.
Listen to me! Do you not know what is coming?